So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to bisect an angle. That means split it into two smaller congruent angles. To start, I'm going to choose an angle that's evenly divisible just for starters. So I'll pick 120 over here. We should be able to divide that into two sections of 60 and 60. So I will do this with an acute angle just to show you that the process is exactly the same. But let me first draw our 120 degree angle. Okay, that one's kind of a large leg for this, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is 120 degrees, as we did with the protractor, but we are not going to use a protractor to bisect this thing. We're simply going to use our handy compass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by choosing any size radius. Okay, this actually is it doesn't matter what size radius you choose. You want to make it not too big, not too small. Okay, and I'm just going to make an arc that hits both the legs of this angle. Okay, and from those legs, what I'm going to do is I don't even necessarily have to adjust my compass. I am going to anyway, though. I'm going to make it just a little bit larger than it was. Okay, notice that I'm going a little larger than it was. And I'm going to start with my point on the intersection of the leg and the arc. And I'm going to make one arc like this. I'm going to keep that exact same radius, don't change it. Come up here, put the point on the other intersection of the first arc and the leg. Make another arc. And when I extend a line from the vertex of this angle through the intersection of my two arcs, I should have bisected this angle. Let's check. So this should be pointing to 60 degrees, and it looks like it's pretty much perfect. So one more time, just to show you that this works with any size. Again, a little recording error there, just to show you that this works with any angle. Let's make an acute angle now. I'm going to go with an acute angle of 70 degrees right here. Okay. Again, we don't need the compass for this next part because we're going to bisect it. Excuse me, we won't need the protractor for this next part. We only need the compass. And we should end up with two 35-degree angles when we're done. Okay, so there's my angle. Process is the same. Take any size radius on my compass. Make an arc that goes through both. Okay, doesn't actually matter if it's fully connected. You could just make tick marks here and here. The next thing to do is to put my compass down, point at the intersection of my arc and my ray. I'm going to make my arc a little bit smaller this time than I did previously. Okay, and I'm going to make one arc like that, same size radius. Come over here. Point goes down on the intersection of the first arc and the other leg. Okay. Notice that I just barely got them, so I should have extended those a little bit further. When I line these all up with the vertex, okay, we should have two 35-degree angles. Let's check with the compass. Excuse me, the protractor. And you can see that if I were to line this up just right, it would be almost perfectly through 35.